fans of these creatures, and so there was a bit of a backstory, but it was just broad brushstrokes. So there was no script for a feature, there was no real concrete idea. So it really became, once I was approached by Jim Lemley, the producer who came on the project at the beginning, we really had to kind of investigate what those ideas were and kind of build them up and explore that world. And after 4.5 years of production on the short, I didn't really imagine continuing to work on that in that world. So it was supposed to be a director's reel piece that would get me other projects. But then once we started playing around with the backstory and seeing what all these other characters, not just 9 and 5, were, I really fell in love with it again and had a lot of fun making a feature. And then as far as the score, I was very fortunate to work with Danny Elfman, who wrote a lot of the themes. He's an amazing talent. And then another composer, Deborah Lurie, came on and just did an incredible job. And it's really an interesting blend, a mix. There's a lot of Danny Elfman, like fun quirkiness and real classical composition with this kind of modern edge layered on top. So it's a really fantastic score, which I think will be available shortly or out just before the movie, so you should check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi. My question is for Jennifer. I wanted to know if you've done this kind of voiceover work before and how fulfilling it was for you.
No, I've never done voiceover before. It was a completely different sort of endeavor from anything that I've done before. I was so captivated by what Shane had done when I saw it. Some of my story is very similar to Elijah's. When I saw the short film, I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was so creative, and that Shane was such an artist. I was so excited to be part of it. And he's, as you can see from that character introduction there, he had created this unbelievable, fierce heroine, and I really had a great time working on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a tremendous cast in the film that isn't here today, which we haven't even mentioned them, which is Martin Landau is in the film, and John C. Reilly, and Christopher Plummer, and Crispin Glover, and that's amazing. And the guy who plays number 8.
Yeah.
And number 8 is a great character.
Oh,
we're going to meet number 8 later, but
Fred Tatasciore played 8.
It's and he's an old animating buddy.
Yeah, he's a classmate of mine from UCLA, and just an amazing voice talent. Just a really incredible artist, so it was great to have him on the project.
So it's good to stay in touch with your friends, because you never know when they're gonna,
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of classmates work on the film with me. My animation director came from the same school, same classmate, animation supervisors, designers, a whole cast and crew. It really is about the people that you work with and get to know that become the crew that you work with on professional projects. So.
For Wars, the mainstream ultra serious American animation hasn't really succeeded well in the box office, and this appears to be kind of in that vein. What are your thoughts on that? I'm sorry.
No, that's a really good question.
I mean, I believe the question is, this kind of adult animated projects or something that's a little bit more dramatic has never really performed well in the box office. Is that correct?
Yeah. Like studio closing flops like Titan AE and the Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't even think of this as an animated film. I mean, it really is. It's this action adventure fantasy film that it takes place in this post-apocalyptic world with these strange creatures. So it can only be told in an animated medium, but it's really about the story that we're trying to tell, not so much that it's an animated film. So, I mean, I think the strength of it is in the story and the characters and the amazing visual way that we tell it. So I hope it performs well at the box office. I guess that's largely determined by you guys out there, how well it does. So.